Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Just waiting on just a few more people to join in with us. Just a few more people, and we're going to get started. If you can share and tag and share, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going through trying to share the video myself. Okay, going to go ahead and get started. Good morning. I am Pastor Deidre Samuel McLeod. I am the pastor of Divine Destiny Ministries. It is the place that you can be different in order to make a difference. I am right here in the great city of Hartsville. Our church service is every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. And I promise you, if you just show up in the house, that you will be blessed. I also am the online facilitator of the greatest women's ministry there is, the Daughters of Zion Ministry. You're able to join that group, get encouragement, get uplifting, get scriptures, get declarations, um, a host of information that we try to keep on online every single day. I promise you, it is a place that a woman will feel like that their crown is restored. That's my desire. On this morning, I want to talk to you about. First, I said you can, and then I said I can. You can, and I can. If you can just post that in the comments, I can. I was thinking on this morning that we're in the ninth month of 2025, that most of us have endured a lot of setbacks. Most of us have endured a lot of letdowns, disappointments, things that we thought that was going to be better for us in this year. Seem like that we kind of been on the same repeat, have gone through some of the same stuff, have endured a lot of disappointments that we just really felt like that we could not come back from. I was writing this morning. I kind of got engulfed with some things that I was thinking and things that I was trying to do, and I kind of got off schedule on this morning, and I said, "Hey, well, I'm gonna just make the most of my time on this morning because I got a lot of things that I'm trying to share. I got a lot of things that I'm trying to make happen, and so because I got off schedule with that, I want to make sure that I stay on point with this, and I was thinking that all of us have scars. If you can look down your arms, look down your legs, look at your knees, all of us have scars. All of us have some type of wounds that we have occurred in life, that things that we thought that we would never be able to come back from. I remember falling as a child, and chipping my front tooth, on the running to the front of the line, from play on the playground, and end up running too fast and kind of slid down on the pavement and chipped my front tooth. And at that moment, it seemed like there was no way that I was going to ever be able to come back from that. I felt like that I was humiliated. I felt embarrassed. I felt shame. I felt disappointed. And here I was, only in the fifth grade, but I was still disappointed and thinking that, oh, I can never come back from this. And I want to tell somebody right now that you're looking at your life and you're looking at the things that you had to suffer, the things that you had to overcome, and that you never thought I'll never be able to come back from this. There's some times that that I had a lot of people to walk away from my business. I had a lot of people to walk away from my women's ministry. I had a lot of people that I thought that had my back turn their backs on me, and I never thought that I would be able to come back from this. And God had reminded me on this morning that yes, you can. So I want to say to somebody right now that you're saying that God, I've given it my best shot, but here I am in the 9th month of the year, and God, I thought that by now that my business would have been prospering, my business would have been booming, my ministry would have shot off by now. I would have gotten my book written by now. I would have started the women's ministry. I would have started the men's ministry. I would have started it by now. But because of all the disappointments, Lord, that I actually quit, and not that you really quit on me, but God, that I quit on my own self. And oftentimes we look at our scars, we look at our wounds so much, and that we focus on them, and really they're a testament of the glory of God, that how I really made it over, that what meant to keep me bound, what meant to make me stop, what meant to make me cry and fall into pieces, I actually overcame that. And our wounds and our scars are actually a testament of look where the Lord has really brought us from. I made it through danger seen and unseen. I made it this far, that what tried to choke me out really didn't have the opportunity to really kill me. I'm right here in the 9th month, and God is saying, I still show up even in the final hour. I still show up because I'm God. And you're so busy looking at what wounded you that you're not able to see that it's actually that God that really held you, that he was really the glue that held you all together. I started thinking about Job, that Job could have said, nah, God, I lost it all. God, here I am. God, I lost it all. The person that I love the most laid in the bed with me every night and told me to curse God and die. Job could have said, nah, God, I ain't cut out for this. I know that you recommended me, but God, I'm not cut out for this. God, I can't do it. I can't make it. And I want to tell somebody, if you can only endure to the end of the thing, the Bible said the better is the end of the thing than it is the beginning. And we're right here at the end of the thing. I don't care what 2025 threw at you. I don't care. I don't care what kind of cards it dealt you. I don't care. I don't care what it looked like in the beginning. All I know is that I'm at the end of the thing. I'm at the end of the year. I'm right here almost about to give birth to the thing that God has spoken and declared on my life. And even though the beginning didn't look like where I am right now, I believe that I can. I believe that I can. I started just thinking, and I said, Lord, and it's God is so amazing. I shared my women's conference picture from when I first started, and all it started off with just was just a thought that God put a thought in my mind, and I ran with it. And I think about now where we are now. I even compare the pictures and see you. What you have to understand, sometimes your testimony is something bigger to you, is a reminder to you. And even though God allow you to be a testament to other people, to remind them that they're able to go, that everybody won't grab a hold of it. I post that picture, not many likes, not many comments, but it's okay. It was a reminder to me that I can, that I started off with in a place of thinking that I couldn't, but it was like the train that went, you remember the story when you was kids, the train that said, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. And it started from, I think that I can. And some of you have allowed people to sit in your circle, and they have planted seeds of doubt. They have, because they was jealous of you. They planted, they reminded you of all of everything that you're not. They reminded you that you don't speak well. They reminded you that you don't have money. They reminded you that you don't have a whole lot of people that's on your team. They reminded you of what your past was. But I'm confident of this very thing, that he that began a a good work in me shall perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. What I look like right now, when I looked at that picture then, it reminded me that you got to endure the process. The process don't always feel good. The process don't always sound good. It don't always taste good. It don't always look good. You won't have a whole lot of people cheering. And I want to tell somebody on this morning that some people just want to see you make it before they ever join on your team. Some people are just sitting around watching. They're looking. They see you. They hear you. But they still sitting around and say, will Minister Pete make it? Will Sister Wanda make it? But the truth is, they already know that you can, because they know what kind of fighter you was in the world. And there's no way that you can fight that hard in the world and don't give it that hard with God. So I say to you, yes, you can. Yes, I can. Do you know how many times people try to feed doubt? Do you know how many people that Nehemiah actually thought that they were for him, but they was actually against him? And they was trying their best to keep him from building the wall. Can you imagine how many people that looked at Noah and doubted what Noah was doing? But Noah kept building the ark because he had a vision from God. He had to walk in obedience, whether they got with him or not. Yes, I too was disappointed that I thought that my family would have supported me. I thought that my friends would have supported me. I thought that my neighbors would have supported me, but nah, they didn't. But just because they didn't does not mean that I needed to quit, and it does not mean that you needed to quit. Can you imagine all the people that the only thing Moses was trying to do was get them to their promised land? Moses missed the promised land because he allowed the frustration of the people to get down on the inside of him off of something that God has called him forth to do. And I want to tell somebody, don't miss where God has called you, because you're allowing the frustration of them Negroes that's behind you to keep you from going. God has actually called you forth to be. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I sat there just on this morning, even thinking. I'm always telling my kids, one of the verses that I taught my children early: I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I always fed them that. I don't care what nobody's saying. I don't care what they think of you. I don't care how they look at you. I don't care. I don't even care if I don't believe in what you're trying to do. I want you to always remind yourself that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Even if your mama, don't believe in what you're trying to do, I want you to still say to yourself, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I taught them that, because there are going to be times that you got to do it alone. Just you and God. God to send a stranger. They say, let me help carry that vision out for you. Let me sow into you. Let me bless you. Let me pay for the venue. Let me do it. I talk about, and I know that she don't like accolades, but I talk about a friend of mine. I knew I had a vision. I know God was speaking to me about starting Divine Destiny Ministries. Scared I was. God, I don't know. God, are you sure you're calling me? God, who's gonna follow me? And going through all of that stuff. And God was saying, go. God, I don't have the money to start no church. God, do you a church? God was saying, go. When I started moving, even the people that was closest to me didn't even understand what I was doing. God said to me, go. I'll deal with them while you go. They might not always understand your vision, but the vision that God has given you is not a conference call. It's what God has given you to be able to do. I have I have watered myself down so much and try to pull back because of people. But God put in somebody else's ear and say, hey, I got you. Let me cover you. Let me, I'll pay for, I think it was either 3 months or 6 months of service of being there. Because they was like, I believe in you. And sometimes we be thinking that we can't because we're around people that don't have the vision that you have. We're sharing stuff with people that don't even see like you. I'm reminded even when Bishop Jakes preached this, and it blessed me. So he talked about a giraffe mentality and a turtle with a turtle vision. A turtle might be rolling with you. They chilling with you. Yeah, that's my boy giraffe. That's my girl giraffe. But because the neck of the giraffe is so long and tall, it's able to see things. Their vision is so much higher than what the turtle see. And it's not that the turtle might not be saying that it's giving you good advice, but it's only from their perspective because their vision is not high enough. And then we can reverse it. A turtle got a vision to do something. But because the turtle is so close to the ground, their vision is right there. They don't see the full potential of where God is really calling them. So here comes Mr. Giraffe trying to remind the turtle, yes, you can. You got this. You bigger than this. You bigger than Hartsville. You bigger than Darlington. You bigger than Florence. But all the turtle see is what's right there in front of them. And it's hard for them to be able to visualize what the giraffe is saying because the giraffe mentality and vision is so much greater and wider than what the turtle is able to see. And the turtle began to think that, nah, this right here is just for me. And I'm saying this because we're in the 9th month of 2025. We right here, the 9th month, with 3 more months left to go. And I want to say to you, are you tired of not believing in you? Are you tired? Are you not tired of not walking in the thing that God called you to do? You're not tired? I had to say to myself just on this morning, you can't quit on your vision because the people that you want to support you don't. Imagine how that makes the people feel that do support and believe in your vision. I have just a few folk that I know that's in my corner, that if I leap and I jump, they come along with me. And then there are the folk that I've been hoping and praying and believing the support, they never do. And I'm saying this to you because some of you are stopping doing the thing that God has called you to do because you're looking for the folk that don't support you, that don't believe in you, to all of a sudden get an epiphany and say that they're going to support you today. And oftentimes, people that think that they know you, know Dee Dee, that feel like they think that they know Minister B, not Minister B, know B, that know Wanda, that not know Evangelist, but know Audrey, that know Letitia, that know Bree, they ain't supporting you because they feel like they know you too well. When I put on my collar, my clergy collar, when I walk in rooms that God has now opened up for me to walk in, all those people know is, I don't care who Dee Dee was. I don't care what Dee Dee did. I see the oil on her life now. And so they open up doors and allow me to walk in rooms that I never thought that I'd ever be able to walk in. And the same for you. People that feel like they know you, know the flesh you, they'll never be able to respect or honor. And I don't care how many collars you got on. I don't care how many titles you got in the front of your name or on the back. They'll only see you as who they believe that you are. But God is still saying, yes, you can. Who God has called you for to be, who God has spoken for you to be, is not limited upon their vision. Turtle. God is saying, I got more for you. I have greater for you. And you can't allow them to stop you from walking in the things that I've spoken for you. There are so many things that God is now opening up now for me. Because I had to come to the realization that everybody ain't gonna clap, everybody ain't gonna cheer, and everybody won't support. But that does not stop you from walking in the things that God has called you forth to walk in. If you survive, and I just want you to think, some of the hardest, toughest seasons in your life, and you survived it. You survived it. There's no way that you can tell me that you are now afraid of launching out doing the thing that God has called you forth to do. And you survived. You survived being molested. You survived being raped. You survived being broke. You survived repossessions. You survived rejection. You survived abuse, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And I'm not just talking about from a man or from a woman. I'm talking about even you survived the abuse even that your parents even did to you. And you made it. And you tell me that you don't think that you can walk in your vision now? Who told you that? Who told you? Who told you that you couldn't? Who told you that? When Adam and Eve was in the garden and they hid from God because they were naked. The Lord asked them, who told you that? And so I say to you, who told you that you couldn't do it? We're in the 9th month. I sat down, I was sending out emails. I sat down, I was starting to write up things that I know that I'm supposed to be doing. Because if they rejected you, that's not your problem. That's theirs. Just because they rejected you does not mean that somebody else won't receive you. And most people that think that they know you, that they think that they know you, they're not receiving who you are right now. The Bible talks about a prophet not being honored in their own country. So some of the honor that you're looking for, you're not going to get it. And I don't care how many collars you have on. I don't care how many degrees that you have in front of your name or behind your name. You have to walk in your next season believing that I can, because God called me here. I'm walking in rooms now. I'm walking in rooms that I prayed for. That I prayed for. I'm walking in rooms that God has sent me in. And I don't walk in those rooms no more with my head hung down, trying to reduce me, trying to clench my fists because I'm afraid of what God put in me to really roar. Nah, I can and you can. You got 3 more months left in this year. What you gonna do with the 3 months that you have? Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, He called you. What you gonna do with it? Not that I think that you can't. It's because I know that you can. You survived the worst seasons of your life. You already survived that. You can't tell me that you can't pick up the ball from right here and run it into the end zone. You got 3 more months to make it happen. If they don't get with you, keep it moving. Get with folk that believe in you enough to say, I'm cheering for you. I got your back. And we're going to make it. We're going to make it to the end because I can. Write that in the comments. I can. I can make it. I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. You got this. You got this. I am Pastor Deidre Samuel McLeod. I am the pastor of Divine Destiny Ministries. We will be having prayer and Bible study on tonight. And I'm telling you, I'm so excited about what God is doing in our ministry, what God is allowing to unfold in our ministry with great teaching, unadulterated word of God, great teaching with not teaching people to compromise, but teaching people that they can do this. You can do this. You can, and I can. We're going to make it. Listen, when we stand before God, I don't want it to be said to depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I want God to be able to say, good and faithful servant. Come on up. You've been faithful over a few things. Now let me make you ruler of many. I want him to say to me, come on. Come on. And I want God to say the same thing to you. Don't miss doing what God has called you to do because they don't believe in you. Don't cater to their dysfunction or because don't cater to even their little bit of faith. Jesus even said, oh, faithless generation, how long should I be with you? God believe in you. And because God believes in you, I do too. Hit the ground running. Join me every Tuesday at 10:30 as we go forth in Quick Word Tuesday. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. on Power Ministries with Evangelist Letitia McLeod as she go forth in intercessory prayer. Join me every Friday morning for prophetic intercession at 6 a.m. I'm telling you, God is amazing. We wake up early, hitting the ground running, and join me along with Minister B and Evangelist Minister B, and Deacon Clyde James as they go forth, helping the married couples on Marriage Matters every Monday at 7 p.m. I'm telling you, we out here in these streets making a difference, talking to these people, letting them know you can, and so can I. Been making a difference. I love you guys. Have an awesome and wonderful day. Share this video, tag somebody in it, and let them know you can do this. Peace.